According to Google, modern farmhouse is the top interior design style in the U.S., topping searches in 32 states. Welcome to the Chic Show. I have some modern farmhouse kitchen decor ideas you won't want to miss. I'm still creating on the go in my hometown of Paris, Arkansas. I brought minimal craft supplies with me, but I am using the few things that I brought, along with a few things from local thrift stores, Dollar Tree, and Dollar General. For project number 1, I'm using one of these 10 signs from Dollar Tree and one of these measurement magnets from Dollar General. I'm also using this piece of scrapbook paper that I've cut ahead of time that I got from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to be painting the frame front, back, and sides with Waverly chalk paint and ink. Now, using a glue stick, I'm going to attach the scrapbook paper to the tin. Since I'm using this magnet, no hot glue is needed. I'm simply going to place this onto the sign, and I can change it out for any of the other ones that Dollar General sells, or any other magnet for that matter.
Keep checking in to see if you're still home. Wanna be your light, wanna be your home.
This sign came from Hobby Lobby. I got it on clearance for $1.19. It was originally $11.99, so a great deal. Beautiful sign. I'm just painting over the saying with some Waverly chalk paint and ink. I'll also be using this wooden utensil that I thrifted, and I'm going to be staining it with some Waverly antique wax. Now I'm using IOD's letterpress stamps to stamp out the words "Kiss the Cook." My mother actually had a needlepoint piece hanging in her kitchen that said, "Kissin' wears out, cookin' don't," and this just kind of reminds me of that. I'll insert a picture of it here. I'm just going to go ahead and finish stamping out these words. I'm going to use that white ink pad, and I'm just going to go ahead and kind of outline the utensil just to make it stand out a little bit more. Then I'll add some hot glue, and this project will be finished.
Keep checking in to see if you're still home. Wanna be your light, wanna be your home.
This is a wood piece from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be giving it a coat of Waverly chalk paint and ink, front, sides, and back. Now I'm going to be using the rooster stamp from IOD's Mercantile Stamps. The white ink pad that I'm using in this video is from Hobby Lobby. Now I'm using the new Apothecary stamps from IOD to add my words. I'm going to add one to the top and the rest at the bottom. As I said in my last video, I'm visiting my hometown, helping to take care of my dad after he's been ill, but he's doing great. But I'm actually crafting in a different room in the house. I'm crafting in the bedroom, so that's why the camera's a little bit shaky, so I apologize. Now I've cut 2 popsicle sticks. I've cut the round part off of one end, and then I've made the other end pointed, and then I hot stained them with Waverly antique wax and then hot glued them to the top of the house.
See if you're still home. Wanna be your light, wanna be your home.
For this project, I'm using a fork, knife, and spoon from Dollar Tree. It's some of their wood utensils, and I'm going to be giving them all a coat of black chalk paint. These 3 palette signs are also from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be staining all of them with antique wax. Now, I started on the back of the first one and it was just too much trouble. So the first one's the only one that got a coat of wax on the back. The other ones just got a coat of anywhere on the front or anything on the back that showed. Now I'm gluing these utensils to the center of each of the palettes. Now I want these to be a tiered sign, so I'm going to be using some jute twine to hang them together. I'm using some of the jute twine to attach a hanger to the top of the sign. I took some smaller pieces of twine and tied knots in each end so that they would hold on to the hot glue a little bit better. I tried to make them as even as possible so that I could hang each side evenly. And here's a look at it hanging. I did go back and sand around the edges of those utensils as well. The apple picture at the top I actually cross-stitched when I was in junior high or high school. I remember giving it to my mom for Christmas. She loved it so much she cried. And I sure do miss her. So for this project, I'm definitely using what I've got. I had this pig and this vinyl paper from Dollar Tree, and I traced the pig onto the vinyl paper. Really what you need here is iron-on vinyl, but that is not what my store had. So since I'm out of pocket, I'm using this one. But normally you would use iron-on or use infusible webbing with fabric. Now, I've taken a piece of paper and I cut out just a rounded edge because I'm going to be stamping above and below the pig, and I want it in an arch shape. Again, I'm using some of the IOD Apothecary stamps, and I'm going to stamp out the words to mark it. And again, I'm using that paper as a guide, and I'm just going to stamp all the letters except for the last T, and I will add that one now. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and add the pig. Again, use iron-on vinyl if you can, or infusible webbing with fabric. I'm just using the stick-on vinyl for this video. I used that arch sheet of paper and I repositioned my letters for the bottom of the pig. And again, I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the top. And before I forget it, I did put a piece of cardboard down into the bag so that the ink would not bleed through to the other side. So I'm going to remove that now, and this little bag is finished. Hope you've enjoyed these DIY farmhouse style kitchen decor ideas. Thanks again for joining me on this journey to my hometown. Let me know which project was your favorite in the comments below. Here's another video I think you might like. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to share the chic. Bye now.